Safety first, I'll remove the battery. You can mount the blade in the forward position like so, or you can squeeze the clamping lever and push the blade up and then out. Then you can mount it off to the side at an angle if needed. Let me put the battery back in, and just like that. For reference, there's holes in the blade that the pins on the tool slide into. There's a little light on the front too. If you have the kit that includes the sanding sheet, the sandpaper sticks on there with a hook and loop system, and it will attach the same way that the blades do. Right above the trigger is the lock-off button. Pushing it one way will prevent the tool from turning on if the trigger is accidentally squeezed. Pushing it the other way unlocks the tool, and it will now start when the trigger is pressed. This is a variable speed trigger, which means the more you squeeze it, the faster the tool will oscillate. Down here is the speed selector going from 1 to 3. You can set it to 3 for the highest speed, down to 1 for the lowest speed. If you have a cut guide block, I'll show you how to attach that. There should be a black screw and washer in the block. Insert the screw and tab into the side mount on the tool. Then tighten the screw with the supplied hex wrench. Now you can insert the guide arm to precisely cut material at a specified depth. Adjust the length depending on the depth that you need, then tighten it in place by turning the knob clockwise. You can do the same through this slot to more accurately track a marked cut line, as well as place the guide arm vertically to set the height of a cut. And that's pretty much it. Please consider giving the video a like, and thanks for watching.